All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else, and this is going to be my first gear set review of the new DLC. Was it Stonethorn? Stonethorn. There are a lot of sets. These are going to be very quick mini blurbs. I'm going to go through each individual set. You guys can just, I'm going to quickly test them, post a quick video on it, tell you my thoughts on it and what I think of it, and you guys can decide if you want to go out and farm it. That's the goal of all these videos, is to give you guys my opinion so that you can have a more informed opinion on whether or not you want to spend the hours and time farming or acquiring this gear. So with that being said, let's dive into it. We are going to talk about Winterborn. Now, Winterborn's been out for a very long time. They changed its proc condition just slightly. So 2-piece max magicka, 3-piece magic recovery, 4-piece spell damage, so nice 2, 3, and 4-piece. 5-piece, when you deal frost damage, you summon an ice pillar that deals 10,000 frost damage to all enemies in a 3-meter radius. The ice pillar persists for 2 seconds and reduces the movement speed of all enemies within the radius by 50%. This effect can occur once every 6 seconds. Now, I tested this on stream a couple days ago, and I was dueling with it and whatnot. And at first, I'll be honest, like I've tried to run this set in the past and I didn't like it a whole lot because it's like a 10% proc chance on all frost abilities. So you had to really stack into frost in order to get the benefit of it. It doesn't do a ton of damage. And so in that way, it just, you know, it's more annoying than it is anything. But now this procking every 6 seconds, this is actually a very powerful set. And I'm going to explain to you why. It's just when you deal frost damage. So any ability that does frost damage will proc this set every 6 seconds. So if we look at it, we drop a wall of elements with a frost staff, you're gonna see that it's gonna pop up. And then once, you know, the 6-second cooldown ends, it's gonna proc again. And it will be steady, and it hits in a 3-meter radius, and it is going to snare everybody by 50% every 6 seconds. So you can use wall of elements. If you use force pulse, it's going to proc as well. And the thing that I found out, you know, and why I was actually excited about this set is you don't even need to run a skill in order to run it. You can just light attack with a frost staff. So because you deal frost damage with a frost staff with your light attacks, it procs off of this. So every 6 seconds when you're light attack weaving, you can proc Winterborn on the back bar, which is very, very powerful. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I already run backbar frost staff on a few different classes. Having this, it's not so much the damage every 6 seconds as it is the control. When I was testing it, you can't dodge this because it has a 3-meter radius. So every time you light attack and you land your light attack, you are going to land this damage and this snare every 6 seconds. And so if you look at it like as an example, like on my Magplar, if I backbar Winterborn instead of backbarring the frost staff like I currently am, every time I light attack on the back bar, I can switch to the front bar. Oh, that's another set for a different discussion. I can guarantee that proc, and I can guarantee the snare and the AoE control. It actually provides a pretty good amount of pressure as well. I mean, it's only 10k, so it's not going to be a ton in PvP. But when I was testing it, it's consistent pressure because it can't miss. That's the point of this, is it can't miss, and it's always going to snare. And so this set's going to make. It's going to make its rounds, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a pretty popular set. Like I said, you don't have to stack a bunch of frost abilities. You just have to light attack with a frost staff, or you put a frost enchant on and you're going to proc Winterborn. So in my opinion, this is a back bar set. I would run this as a back bar set. You know, whether you use wall of elements, whether you do to get the chilled status effect, whether you use icy grasp on a Magden, or if, just like me, if you're considering using it on like a Magplar, just so you can backbar light attack weave. Oh, sorry about that. I did it again. If you light attack too fast, as you guys can see, if you light attack too fast and you're too far of a range and you weapon swap, it will not proc the set. So once again, watch. So if I'm standing back here and I light attack and I weapon swap, I'll proc my front bar set instead of my back bar set. So you have to make sure you get the proc before you weapon swap weave. I guess that's the only downside of this specific monster set. So, or monster set of this 5-piece set. So in my opinion, I was very underwhelmed when I first read this, and then when I tested it, I came away shocked. You know, like this actually could make it on some of my bars, on some of my builds, because of the AoE control, damage, and consistent pressure that it provides. So very, very popular, or this is going to be a very good set in my opinion. We are going to dive into more sets, but if you guys have any questions or comments, please provide in the section below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said, he's going to be coming fast and furious. We only have a few weeks more of the PTS. I got to get this information out. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.